Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 7J. Welcome back to the channel. Well, today is going to be an exciting session. Yes, we're going to talk about film formats. I mean, just saying analog photography. What does that mean? And since this niche is gaining traction, yeah, in the past 3, 4, even 7 years, you can go back 10 years back. This resurgence of the analog community is growing, and it's still growing. Again, here's my website here. I sell, I repair, and I fix analog or vintage cameras, and I've seen it. I mean, it's just unbelievable, just unbelievable. I mean, stick around. We're going to be talking about film formats: 35 millimeter, half frame, full frame, APS, instant, all that stuff. What does that mean, and which one you're gonna, suggest it for you to start with? Maybe a couple or maybe one at a time. I don't know. We'll just explain those, and then we'll give some recommendation. And actually, we have some specific cameras we're going to show you on every specific format. It's not confusing. I'm going to try to simplify as much as I can, and I'm going to mention which is the more common format that you probably should start with before you jump into medium format and full format and all that stuff. Again, Okay, welcome back, guys. So, how many formats we have? So while I'm talking, I'm gonna put information here or here, and some links in the description so you can reference to that later. So, there's about 7 formats. You can say, "Oh, wow, really? I thought it's just 35 millimeter." No, there's about 7. So I'm gonna put them right here, one by one. We're gonna just touch base on all of them, and I'll put some pictures of the cameras that we're talking about. So. Obviously, I'm going to talk about we're going to cut through the chase, the one that's recommended for everybody. So I'm not going to make you wait till the end of the video to see, well, which one should I start with? No, I'm going to tell you right now, because we're in a generation where it's the 3-second attention span. So the one that's recommended actually is the 35 millimeter. Okay, here it is. So we're going to show you I have them in my hand, what we're talking about here. All I can do is review what I have here with me. This is the beautiful Nikon F3. If you want to see a full review of this one, subscribe, follow the channel. This is an amazing camera. We're going to take it actually out and do a demonstration with this one too. This is unbelievable. Look at this one, the Canon F1. Well, I think I'm going to have a specific video for these two, but we don't want to get sidetracked. 35 millimeter, which is this one, which takes this kind of film. It's called the 35 millimeter film. You can see for the Kodak Ultra Max. It's focusing right there. So this is the most common format, but believe it or not, people are going into other formats. The second one is the half frame, and I'm going to show you that one too. Again, I've tried them all, and I'm going to try to put some pictures toward the end of all these half frame, full frame, medium format, all these other things, and 35 millimeter, and show you what the difference. You're not going to find a whole lot of difference except in the full frame, or they call them large format. So this is the half frame. Look at that, Pentax 17, and we went to Minnesota. I took this with me, and we took some pictures. Again, subscribe, follow the channel if you want to see. What's the difference? Visually, how can I tell the difference? There is frankly a major difference, specifically with the large format, which just gives you more less grain and more, I don't want to say pixels, but just better quality, frankly. The 35 is like the best of both worlds. So if you're just starting right now, start with a normal camera and the 35 millimeter film. Why they call it 35? Because I want to read it here. I'm going to put pictures here, so you can see that. It's actually 35 millimeter is 24 millimeter times 36. So 24 millimeter times 36. So they just round that 36, and they call it 35. So it's actually 35 millimeter. So the half frame is actually the same one here. The 35 millimeter. If it's 36 pictures, it'll be 72. If it's 24, it'll be 48. Actually taking 2 pictures, that's what we call them half frame. And this is the camera to do it on. This is the one I have. Do you have one of these? Do you have another half frame? Put your comments there, share your information. I know there's a bunch of other half frame, but this is new. This is built this last year, I think, but it's a new. Look at this. The Pentax 17 half frame is a joy to use. I love this camera. Again, what I'm showing you here is not for sale. These are mine. But again, you know, check the website. I'm gonna put my website here. Etsy, TikTok, and eBay shop, and actually physical. This is the studio, and I have a physical shop behind me here where we repair, fix, and sell vintage cameras. Okay, so we covered the 35mm and the half frame. Now the big surprise. Guess what's coming up next? It's called 645, which is I don't know, it's called format. So the 645 medium format. And yes, I got one of those. Oh, I haven't done a full review of this one, but this is crazy. This is just unbelievable. Just holding this, guys. I don't know. It's not too big. Look at my hands. You can put it in one hand. People are scared from these things, but they're not. This is the Mamiya. Oh, this is a joy to you. Look at that. It's called waist level viewfinder. This is the Mamiya 1000 S. It goes to 1/1000. Look at this. It's a beauty. Mamiya 1000 S. Do you have one of these? So this is called medium format 645. What that means, 645 is 56mm by 41.5. So they call it 645. They round the 56 to 60. So it's called 645. That means 56 multiplied by 41.5mm. So it's a rectangular. You're gonna get a rectangular picture from this, and it's obviously it's better than the 35mm. And then the next one is called the 6x6, which is 56 by 56mm. So 6x6. Again, I'm gonna put charts here while I'm talking, so don't get confused. Just call in 6x6. And guess what? Yepper, we got one of those too. But this one is, I think I'm gonna put it on sale. Oh man, just holding this. This is, you will not know the difference until you hold, you know, you're watching this video, but until you hold one of these, you don't know how it feels. This is, you're holding history. This is the Yashica, or Yashica, I don't know how you say it. Do you have one of these? Do you have a 6x6? Put your comment in there. Look at that. Oh man, look at this. The Yashica-A, and there's a Yashica M80, and there's a bunch of them. That's what I have right now. That's what we're gonna talk about. The Yashica-A, again, waist level viewfinder. Look at it. When you open it and look through it, it's crazy. I restored this. This is the brand new condition. Oh man, and it's called TLR, twin lens reflex. Twin lens reflex. I'm gonna do a full review on this one. Right now, this video specifically quickie on the format, so you understand what's going on there. You look through this, and this one, the lens, you actually take the picture, and then this is the you turn this for focusing. Again, we're not gonna review this here, but this is the full 6x6. And what kind of film they take? They have those films. You can, everything we're talking about here, you can actually buy. Here's one. It's called the 120 film, right there. 120. So this is black and white Ilford. So I bought a bunch of these, and we got the Arista ADU here, and I think I got some color ones. So long story short, the 645 and the 6x6, they take the same film. So what's the difference? Is how many exposures you can get out of those. From the 645 you get maybe 15, 16, so let's say 15, and the 6x6 you get 12. Again, while I'm talking, put your comments in here. Do you have a 6x6? What kind? Have you tried the Yashica-A? Do you have a 645? What kind? Mamiya, there's Hasselblad. I mean, that's an expensive one, but how, you know, what's your experience with those? Now, the 6x6 is going to be, again, a little bit better, but it's square. Not much better because it's the same film, but the format is different. So 6x6, you're gonna get a square picture. It's, I mean, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. And then you got the 6x7. I don't have that camera, so if you have one of those, tell me what you think. Again, why it's called 6x7? It's 56 by 67 millimeter. I'm gonna put a picture here or here of a you know, typical 6x7 camera, and then you get the 6x9. This is the massive, where you have a tripod and the big camera. It's a sheet camera basically. It's called 6x9, which is 56 millimeter by 84. You get 8 shots by that. I'm gonna try to find one of those cameras and put it here. So do you have a 6x7? Do you have a 6x9? Can you share that with us? Again, they use the same film, but you get less because it's bigger. You get, I think, 10 on the 6x7, and 6x9 you get 8. So that's what's called the medium format, you know, large format, etc. So I'm gonna put it here because I get confused sometimes. Put the sheet again. Just take a look at it. You got 35 millimeter, you got half frame, and you got this medium format, which is basically the medium format. I'm gonna sum it up. Don't get confused. You use this film, the 120 film is called medium format, but you get less shots as you change the millimeter, you know, 6x45, 6x6, 6x7, 6x9, okay? Same film. Okay, so, and the last one is called the large format, which is the sheet. I'm gonna try to find a camera, put it here or here. The large format, which is 4 by 5 inches basically, and it's 1 picture per sheet. But that one you're gonna get the ultimate. It's clarity, quality. It's just amazing. I haven't done those. I don't think I'll ever have one of those cameras, but never say never. Do you have a large format? Share it with us. Tell us what kind, what brand, and you know, I've seen one. You know, the lab I go to, they have one of those. It's gonna sit on a tripod, and it's a big ass camera. So where are you in this journey? So in my journey, like you've seen it, we got the Mamiya right here. We got the Mamiya, we got the Yashica. So we're gonna dabble next in the medium format, the 120 film, and we'll put videos. Again, there's tons of videos. This video is not showing you how to put the film. Just put how to load film in the Yashica. You get 1,000 of those. So I'm gonna bore you with that. But you should watch that because we can screw it up and put the film reversed and don't do it right. And these are expensive films. You don't want to do that. So the way you put the film in the Yashica is different from the way you put the film in the Mamiya. Subscribe for the channel, because guess what? Next we're gonna take the Mamiya out and take some pictures, and then take the Yashica. Maybe I'll take both of them. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But most importantly, get back to the basics. These two, yeah, these two, the Canon F1. Man, oh man, this is, I don't know if you can hear it. This is the Canon, and let's hear the Nikon F3. Oh wow. Oh no. Dude, this is unbelievable. There's one distinctive thing between these two. I'm not gonna steal my thunder, but subscribe, follow the channel, show you which one of these gonna be my favorite. Who's gonna, I don't know, I can't sell these two. These two are keepers. Let me repeat, the Canon F1. If you haven't seen one of these, if you haven't held one of these, man, look at that. One more time. Canon F1, and both of these, the Canon F1 and the F3, the viewfinder, you can actually click and take it out. Anyway, but so hopefully this video explained in summary about the formats. Again, we recommend to start with the 35 millimeter and go from there. There's two that we left out, so I hope you up to this point watching the video, because you're gonna say, hold on a second, he didn't cover the 110 and the APS. There's two. I'm gonna put pictures of the 110 here and the APS here. These are cassettes. It's easy to load. You don't touch anything. You just put the cassette in the 110, and then the APS. I don't think they're making an APS anymore, but the 110, you can go on Lomography. They're selling those, the 110, and that's gonna give you grainy look. Okay, when you use 110, you know, it's like Mickey Mouse. Let me see what size 110 is. 13 by 17. Okay, the 110 film is 13 by 17. I mean, it's crazy small. It's gonna give you grainy. It's gonna give you retro big time. But guess what? Those cameras there are new 110 cameras selling, and obviously vintage. I just sold one. vintage Kodak. So 110 is coming back. Again, this is super niche. Okay, tell me, have you shot 110? Do you have a 110 camera? Share your information. Is it new? What is it? Those are simplistic. You put the cassette, you crank it. Most 110 cameras are focus free, so it's easy. So those are the formats, and then lastly we'll just we'll call it honorable mention, I guess. The instant camera, the Polaroid and the lomography one, and this one's called the Adventure Loma Instant. These are, you put the Fuji instant film in there and you click and you get a small camera. But I mean, that's a different kind of format. So guess what, we're selling those like hotcakes too. So the instant film have its own niche. I mean, this is a good, you know what, I'm gonna do a video on just instant film society. Actually, there's a society called the Instant Film Society, an association focused only on like Polaroid and instant film stuff. So that's the analog is a big niche, but this one is like a separate niche by itself. Not lomography, it's part of lomography. It's called Instant Film Society, which is crazy. Can't believe that. So once you get into this, dabble into it and pick the format you're comfortable with, or several formats. Nothing wrong with that. So for me, again, I'm just talking for myself, I picked the 35mm and the 120, so I can use the Yashica-A and the Mamiya 1000S. I'm stopping here, but those are I'm comfortable with because I can take them to the lab, I can mail them and get them back. It's easy to find the film. You want something easy access and quality, and you can find Kodak film and Ilford and etc. So we'll see how it goes. Next, we'll take these suckers out and take some pictures, and follow, subscribe. There's a bunch of exciting things coming up. Again, I'm an advantage a little bit because behind me is if you watch my other video, I gave you guys a tour. We repair, we sell, and we fix vintage and analog cameras. So, but whatever I showed you today, it's not going to be for sale. It's going to be just for pure enjoyment. Again, 35mm photography is more fun. If you don't believe me, you haven't tried it yet, subscribe, follow the channel. See you on the next video.